welcome everyone. How are y'all guys doing? Hope everyone's having a great Tuesday morning. Because we're gonna see what's going on. Welcome. My name's Brian Roschetzky. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have market open here in a few minutes. And yeah, let's hope we have a green day because yesterday started off pretty good, but I don't think it ended too well for most people. We'll see how you did out there. Let us know. Throw it in the comment if you have any questions or you want me to follow any of your favorite stocks. Definitely everyone's kind of eyeballing Tesla, of course. But we have a lot that's up in the pre-market, I heard, from my other buddy's channel. Yeah, everything's up in pre-market, but the question is it going to crash and fall? Crash and burn right around 9 to 10 a.m. and then continue to go down. So we'll just check that out and see how it goes. My FUV is doing pretty well. Here, let me throw this over there. We can check out some of the other stocks I own over here. 7% up. E-Hang has jumped up 12%, climbing. Nice. E-Hang again, the drone taxi service that I love so much. Blink 5%. A bunch of mine's green. I'm loving it. IDX. Ideanomics. Look how far down it's gone. And then a sharp rise. So everyone is wondering, is this the very bottom? We don't know. But we'll see. Good morning, everybody. Hope you got your coffee. And it might not be morning where you are. So if it's not morning where you are, I'm sorry. Good afternoon. There's also a couple electric car commercials that have come out recently that I think everyone should check out. I'm not sure. I think I can play it on here, but I downloaded a couple of these commercials. I really think everyone should check out these new electric car commercials because once these commercials start coming out, that's going to start really changing the mindset of a lot of people, because there is a lot of people that have basically just been steadily, following commercials, and there are people that are very easily manipulated and swayed, or not maybe, let's not use the word manipulated, but definitely commercials can affect people's purchasing habits, and now that they are showing these commercials, I think that's just great. So and then we had Cathie Wood speak extremely bullish about Tesla, if you didn't see that.
2021. Joining us now for a first on CNBC interview is ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood. Cathie, welcome back to the show. Good to have you.
Great to be here, Sarah. Thank you.
It's been amazing to watch your rise and your funds rise over the last year, and yet the past few weeks have been absolutely brutal. The ARK Innovation ETF down 31% from the recent highs. How concerned are you about these rising interest rates and what that's doing to a lot of your high growth companies and the questions about valuation?
Sure. Well, we've been struck that the market never priced in 0.5, 1, or 1.5% interest rates.
Camping World has popped.
Never believed interest rates would stay down here, and so it over time, we believe, has used sort of a normalized 3 to 5%. So we don't think that is why the market is correcting here. We do think the speed of the increase in interest rates is scaring people. It became very comfortable in a low interest rate environment, nothing much changing, the Fed has our back and so forth, to become involved with the market. And I think this has shaken a lot of investors up, perhaps. And I would say even in the bond market in particular, we've been in a 40-year bull market in bonds. So I think there's a lot of confusion, and I think there's a little bit of paralysis here. I also think that there is a very rapid rotation now into value stocks. We've seen energy up year to date 39%, financials up about 16%. Those are traditional value sectors. And so I think that's been part of the reason for ARC's setback. But if I could add a little perspective to this, this happened to us in the fourth quarter of 2016 as well. Right after President Trump was elected, the stock market took off because tax rates were going to go down and so forth. And so the market started pricing in a very strong cycle, which was correct. In that period of time, our strategies went negative. And what I said at the time and what I believe now is that the bull market was broadening out to incorporate value or more cyclical sectors. And I thought that was going to be very good news for our strategy longer run. The worst thing that could have happened to us was another tech and telecom type bubble where the market narrowed so that only a few groups won. Right now, the market is broadening out, and we think in an underlying sense, the bull market is strengthening, and that will play to our benefit over the longer term.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching.
That's weird. Thorium and BTC. Normally they're linked up very closely. I think it's something like this. Tesla climbing 607. We are about to hit market open. Let's see where it's gonna go. Hey Flashberry, good morning. How are you doing today? Oh, Flashberry, you know exactly what I'm thinking when it comes to the Cybertruck, right? Come on, please tell me. Please tell me you know. I want you people to know me. I want y'all to know what I'm about. And what do you think? What do y'all guys think would be the best feature? Or actually this. Every single Tesla that Tesla has created, the seats have been able to fold down and you can access the trunk from the inside of the Tesla. Every one of them, even the Model 3. You could technically lay down in the Model 3. Even though it was a small hole, you could still do it. The Model Y, the Model S. Think about the Model X. It's just 100% pass through. The whole thing is one large cabin. So you tell me, what do you think is going to be the one feature that would be the most detrimental, that would actually be a negative in the Cybertruck, I think, or could be a negative? For me, it's going to be a huge negative, and it would I think something that I would probably end up selling the truck over. And if you I want you to comment on it before I say it, because I think everyone should know this, but maybe not everyone does, you know. Just get a little brighter over here. But what I think is one of the most important things is midgate. The midgate, because you have to have that accessibility. You know, if you think about every other Tesla vehicle, they have a form of the midgate. Tesla going down, kind of shuffling a little bit. No, it's going down. And I think the midgate is definitely what it is. If there was something that Elon was working on, there was something that Elon Musk, you know, had to fix, I think that has to be it, right? Flashberry, definitely. Thanks, yeah. He says, I think Elon will add the midgate. And that's my that's my thing. What else would he be working on? What else would there be to do to the Cybertruck? If he was talking about making it, what, 3% smaller? Okay, boom, 3% smaller. Like, how many different calculations are you gonna have to do in order to just make it 3% smaller? You make 3% smaller all around, boom. What other things do you think, could he really be working on? Maybe if it's the windshield wipers, side mirrors, of course, but then that's like two things. And is that even like Elon Musk level? Does he need to be doing just the simple side mirrors? And that's not even like Elon Musk level. I think that any top engineer can be like, oh yeah, we can figure it out. So, but the midgate seems to be so critical to the architecture and the design of the way that it, maybe I can pull that up real quick. Ooh, it looks like it's dropping. Cybertruck. There's just a webpage I bet has the best pictures. And that picture of the exoskeleton looking at it portrait style from the side. I mean, to me, that, like, right there. And if that... I wish I could put my finger right there. I should change my cursor. I should make my cursor bigger. I've never actually seen that on any other YouTube channels. It's pretty interesting. People should make their cursors better. But yeah, there's really, like, it seems like that's like going to be like structural right here, that it needs to go. So my other thought is that if we don't get a full midgate, maybe we will get like a partial pass through, and some type of a hole or something that you would at least allow you to pass things through. Or maybe you could like fold the seats down and have anything you needed right there on the other side, and then you could still see the screen and be able to hear things and all that with it open. Maybe even have like Bluetooth speakers. I mean, to me, that's okay. I don't have to technically be able to have to go back and forth, but I do want to be able to pass things through and have access to HVAC. And so that could be another thing. Maybe he's running HVAC into the bed and then going to put a pass-through hole. I think that would even suffice for most people, even though I think what would be game-changing is if the Cybertruck had a button, especially on your phone and all that, Bluetooth, and then boom, it just automatically, you can just open and close it. Boop, 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 boop. Just goes up and down, boop, and folds up down underneath it somehow. Flashes, they could be changing the type of steel as well, since Starship uses a new steel. Yeah, totally. Oh, definitely just the entire architecture. There's so many other high-level things that I would assume they would be working on, that would take that amount of time, other than just, side mirrors and all those kind of things. But either way, it's interesting, man. This is great. I still have a Mazda 3 hatchback that I need to sell, so that'll go into the down payment. Man, I've been needing to do that, so maybe actually that's something I should be getting done while I got this downtime right now. All right, market's open. Well, over my entire portfolio, I will say I have risen today back up 5%. So now if I go through, I'm down 12% on the week, down 24% on the month, which for me is about $12,000. The past 3 months, I'm now down only 0.9%. For the year, now I'm back up 34%. Wow, that's a dip though, man, right there in the portfolio. Very interesting. All right. Flash, when do you think they'll be? When do you think that you'll be receiving your Cybertruck, or at least an estimate? Flash, it's got to be like, yeah. What'll probably happen is we'll all get emails, right? There will probably be like another maybe email submission of everyone out there that has a reservation, and we'll probably get some type of maybe like a confirmation, maybe even like a go back to your reservation and confirm all the features, any new features or upgrades, maybe like confirm the solar panel, or confirm maybe that could be another thing they're working on too, solar roof for the Cybertruck. Especially since like Aptera is coming out with solar panels, maybe Elon Musk is like, dude, let's throw some solar panels on it. So there really could be a lot of different things going on. But I think we're going to hear something this fall. I think that's going to be another breaking news, is that this fall, of course, like he said, we'll have like an update Q2, but then maybe like in Q3, we'll have like a more of a catalyst of something, of like the first delivery going down or something like that. There's got to be some kind of a new boom with the Cybertruck. There hasn't been any like spottings or anything. I'm waiting for like a couple videos to come out of like here in Austin of like the Cybertruck rolling up to like the Texas state capitol or something like that. Like I know something like that's gonna happen. He's got to do something like that. I hope I'm there with my drone to film it. That's all I can say. All right, looks like things are coming back down. Global stocks recover on firmer futures. A retreat in U.S. yields. Global stocks gained on Tuesday as hopes of a robust economic recovery bolstered confidence in riskier assets. Pullback in U.S. and European bond yields also buoyed equity markets. All right, well, conviction of a strong economic recovery is boosting risk sentiment and driving demand for riskier assets such as equities. So maybe we'll have some good stuff. Economics going back down. I think actually I'm going to buy a little more Ideanomics. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I'll wait it out a little bit since it's going down. But I'm going to put that one on note. And if you don't know, Ideanomics is a tractor company that's trying to bring electric tractors to market. See if they have any news. Oh, sweet. Ideanomics invest in Italian electric motorcycle company. They acquire a 20% stake in Energica Motor Company, a leading manufacturer of high-performance electric motorcycles. Sweet. So I think the goal of Ideanomics is to get into different markets revolving around the electrification of these kind of niche markets, like the electric tractor and the electric motorcycle, things like that. Pretty interesting. When do you think Giga Texas will complete its main building? Same thing. I think right around fall. I think right around fall we're gonna have some major catalysts going in. You know, and I don't know if they'll like do like a partial complete where they're like rolling out. They're rolling out cars already when the factory's like still under construction. Like only like like a part, you know, the few main things that are complete. But I still think the main catalyst for most everything, even if let's say Giga Texas is completed and they start to roll out the first Model Y, it's that battery production, right? It's the battery production that's still the key. What's the word I'm looking for? Hindrance or the bottleneck. The bottleneck is batteries. So it doesn't matter really what we're looking at. So it doesn't matter what the first car is, especially the first Cybertruck. It's going to be the very first one. You know, I think the number 100,000 is the one we should be really excited about. But of course, the first few to see it going. But it's like, it's the batteries that are going to be the bottleneck. And so I think it's when will the battery section of Giga Texas be completed, right? Because I think that's really what's going to drive the rest of it, you know, because even if they complete other things and they may stockpile things, but as soon as those batteries get rolling, that's when everything else can pick up at the enormous race. You know, the semi can't really fully take off at a true production scale until those batteries are really just rolling out of there. Especially the 4680 cells. So all the different vehicles that are going to use the 4680 cells are going to be, you know, kind of constrained until the battery section is done, right? That's my thought. Or a way to think about it. Has Texas started building the battery factory? Well, my understanding is that is the battery factory, Flash. So Giga Texas here, let me get you a picture. Thought I had one ready for you guys. I'm sorry. Where are we? All right, let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, here we're looking at Giga Texas. This was taken right around my birthday. And so what you're looking at right here in the middle is the paint. That is the paint building right here, right? This concrete structure here, that is the gigapress area where the gigapresses are. There's one gigapress here, and I think they're working on getting another one right here, right? This exact area, I'm not too sure yet. Now, the paint section goes all the way down. And like Elon Musk was talking about, that the factory needs to be able to use the vertical layout and vertical space. And you know, it's gonna use vertical space better than anyone else. And I think you can see it's 1, 2, 3, maybe even four floors in different locations, because some of these have like a half floor. And so you got the paint section right here, you got the press area, and then the cars are gonna kind of revolve through this. They're gonna snake through the batteries and everything, and also let's see. So this to the right here, that is going to be the battery section. So the batteries and everything will be made right here in this factory, is my understanding. You can see they're digging a huge pit right there. Could be a foundation for something. But my understanding is that the batteries are right here in this that corner. Right behind that, that is going to be the general assembly area, where the car will be generally assembled. Behind that, all the way in the back corner, that there's not much construction yet. Maybe I can get you a different angle. That is going to be the electric motor area, where they're going to build the electric motors and like powertrains. Hold on. 1 second. Trying to get a back angle. There we go. So that's the general assembly area. That's taken from my the snow day, and you can see down here at the bottom. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. That's the loading dock. You can see the little squares right here, and that's almost already all finished already. And that's where the cars are going to come out of. So the cars are just like come out. Oh, not that angle. There we go. That angle. It's backwards. So the car is just going to like shoot out of that angle there. All right. That's huge. Now I'm imagining how big the battery factory at Giga Berlin is going to be. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Man. And so yeah, it's huge. It's huge. And then they have an entire area over there next to it. Like a whole, they have enough space to build. A buddy put up on Twitter, Super H. Shout out to Super H. He put up a picture on Twitter that was like, showed you could probably fit like 6 or 7 of these in the amount of space that they have at Giga Texas. Definitely right off to the right there is enough to build another one. So yeah, it's crazy. No, wrong one. Oh yeah, you do. Oh, here we go. What's this one? It's huge. It's enormous. And you can see they got the switch yard area back there. They're building more on. They got a whole area off here, off to the right, that they're going to be building, you know, possibly another factory, a whole nother footprint. So there's a lot going on there for sure. Oh, and then, oh, look, Ideanomics has hit a bottom. I'm going to buy a couple more right now. All right. There you go. That was me. A little pop-up, maybe. Not really. All right. Tesla doing the Tesla shuffle. Hovering right around the 600 mark still. Right at 604. Would I choose a Rivian R1T or a Cybertruck? Oh, come on, man. I mean, I love the Rivian. I've touched it, actually. I was there at Fully Charged Live. And it looks good. The leather looks great. Oh, that was a video I have prepared. Let me see. Oh, and we also got Zach Morris on a cell phone. I was talking about that earlier. Don't forget, Tesla is, the word broke. Tesla is making a large power pack, 100 megawatt system outside of Houston. Another thing I'm considering going out and filming. Yeah, that's amazing. I had that ready as well. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can get this back. All right. Texas is plugging a secret mega battery into the Texas grid. After this crazy winter freeze snap, it seems that they got this going, and it seems like actually they was keeping this on the hush hush. So it's possible that they may be doing this around other places as well. So if you live in a city, if anyone out there lives in a city in America, who knows, maybe in any country really, if you live in a city that has had constant news about power issues, if your power goes out a lot, if the city's power goes out a lot, you should maybe be on the lookout. This could be coming to your city, because that's where they're going to roll it out. I think they're going to roll it out in the places that are going to be the most profitable and the ones that are going to be able to take the most advantage of the renewable energy in the area, but also lack of that infrastructure. 100 megawatt energy storage project in Angleton, Texas, a town roughly 40 miles south of Houston. Yeah, this is going to be, I think, one of their ways of starting to roll this out. But it's, you know, I'm sure they do it slowly and make sure that they have like high quality batteries that are going to work for the project. And they can't, same thing we were talking about before. They can't roll this out. They can't do this exponentially fast until they have more batteries. I think batteries are still the exponential, you know, factor that's holding everything back, is the battery supply. But on the Rivian R1T and the Cybertruck note, I really do like the Rivian. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, to me, the tank turn, having in-hub motors, I think are game changing. I think there's something to say about in-hub motors, even though Tesla doesn't use in-hub motors. But to me, it's about price. The reason why I don't currently have a Tesla is about the upfront cost. I was smart enough to go out, do my research, look around, and I was the type of, I'm the type of person that I'm okay with going a little bit out of my way if I can find a really good deal on something, right? And so I bought a used electric Kia Soul, and it cost about half as much as the Tesla Model 3 at the time, you know, and it was still electric, and I still have CHAdeMO. I still can DC fast charge, has level 2. I charge for free at Whole Foods and different places around town. So to me, it was like a no-brainer. I saved a ton of money. I bought it used. It was about, I want to say it was around $10,000 to $11,000 was the loan. I put like $2,000 down. We had a trade-in, and then you know, got like $2,000 or $3,000 off the sticker price. And it was actually about the same cost as the comparable used Kia Soul gas-powered car. So, and over the years, now I've been driving this thing for almost 3 years now, I think. And I've just saved a ton of money in gas cost and all that, and got no oil changes over these years, just nothing, completely nothing. I've never, ever done anything to this car. It just turn it on, you charge it, and that's it. It's like if you had a phone and you would just plug it in and maybe do a software update. I actually did get one software update on the car. I think I did have to take it in. But like a light came on the car and told me to take it in, and then they updated it, and I got like 10 extra miles of range. It was crazy. Yeah, tell me what kind of car actually gets better efficiency over time. You know, like any other car, the year after you had purchased it, your efficiency starts to drop. The amount of gas that you waste starts to go up. And then the cost of all of those things starts to rise. But with an electric car, all of those efficiencies and all of those things pretty much stay pretty flat the entire life of the vehicle, unless you're rolling around with a flat tire. But again, I do like the Rivian. I think it's amazing. The off-road here we go. The off-road videos that they were doing are great. Sorry, I had a little daze on the.
We're in the middle of the desert in Arizona at a proving grounds that allows us to explore the limits of this vehicle, both on-road and off-road. We try to.
And I think it's great, but it's still, again, price. the price for what you get in the Cybertruck is just unmatched. This is a $70,000 vehicle. You know, you can get the Cybertruck for $39K. I got the dual motor, all-wheel drive with the extended range, but $49K, still cheaper. So for the price, it's, to me, it's the only thing that I can really afford that's going to accomplish every single task that I want. And I could be wrong, but I don't believe the Rivian has auto leveling or the auto ride height. It might have some form of auto leveling, but I don't think it does. I could be wrong, but I don't think it has auto ride height either. Even though it's sick though. Blows away any other truck. And that's the thing, it's not a competition between the electric trucks. I don't think that's competition at all. The Rivian people are Rivian people. They're probably more Range Rover and just they're a little different crowd, right? But same thing with Cybertruck. That's not what we're competing with. We're competing to take off the most, you know, destructive, the most polluting, the stinkiest, you know, the loudest. That truck, those trucks that pull up next to you at the red light that you're like, oh God, that's basically what we're changing, you know, into something that does the same exact performance. It's going to make those people the same happiness. They're going to get the same thrill. They're going to get the ride high. They're going to get the feel like they're secure because they're in like a giant tank-like vehicle that's huge. But yet it's going to be completely quiet. Nothing's going to come out of any tailpipes. No one's going to sneeze or, you know, cough or die, you know, from smelling the cancer-causing pollution that comes out of the tailpipe. So it's like, it's a game changer. You know, when you go hunting an electric truck, gone, you know, like, you know, you're not drive. You can, my dad, he would drive into the bush when he would go deer hunting, and because he would park, these lazy hunters over here, he would try to park as close as he could to the deer blind. And then so he would just park in the deer blind, and then he would hunt the deer out of the deer blind, and then, you know, he'd have to drag and carry and gut the deer and everything, so he would try to drive his truck over there, like, but just that quietness, it always baffled me that we would wake up at sunrise to go hunting, and my dad would, you know, you'd start the car, and I'm like, this just seems so counterproductive when we were talking about that. So anyways, yeah, here's another EV commercial that everyone want to watch. It's the GM Bolt, but I think it's great. I think everyone needs to check out these new EV commercials because it does mean something. I think it's just like showing how times are finally changing, and the big boys are finally getting on board. They can't take any more hurt of Tesla taking all their money and market share. A flash, and Texas does need more renewable energy, despite what the corrupt Texas, we're going to say, reps say. But I will say, you know, both sides have issues. There's a lot of Democratic problems that they've just been pandering over. You know, they still haven't even pushed on fracking and those kind of things. Fracking is one of the worst things for Texas because fracking destroys Texas land. Fracking destroys and hurts Texas families. It hurts us. But when we go do offshore oil drilling, this sounds bad too, but offshore oil drilling, you know, we're drilling offshore, which is totally different, right? When it comes to like localized pollution. But when you drive through South Texas in those fracking yards and you can smell it, and it is hard to even drive through it, and you look in the back seat, and I'm not even kidding, my kid nose just started bleeding out of nowhere, stomach aches just from driving through it. It's horrible. And that's something that, you know, is driven by money,
because the people that lived on that land were able to be exploited. But we do have a lot of wind energy. What I was getting on is we do have a lot of that land. People are learning to, instead of allowing the oil, gas, and oil industries onto their land to drill and make money that way, they're finding that they can make just as good of money in the wind industry. And Texas actually does have some of the most wind and solar in the country. So what I think we need is Tesla to come in and to build those batteries, because that's the game-changing thing, is those batteries, right? And that's what Tesla's doing, because we do have the renewables, but what we need is to be able to store it, right? We need to be able to store it when it's not windy and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, Tesla back up 614. Let's keep it going. All right. Yeah, lots of green today. Happiness, happiness. All right. Other automakers need to go all in on EVs because the earth is running out of oil surprisingly fast. You know, I haven't really looked into that too much recently. I know that we were like, there was whole talks of you know, running out, but I think that we are definitely using less, and I think that we're finding more ways of you know, using things like natural gas and not as much oil. But you know, we're always going to be using petrochemicals and things like that. We need to get rid of plastics, you know, as well. There's so many other things that we need to you know, stop doing that the petrochemical companies make money off of. But yeah, definitely all of this stuff helps the end cause. And the driving factor of a lot of this stuff is just the enormous amount of money that these one fossil fuel industries kind of hold and control. And I think that even when we take them down from not using like as much oil and gas for cars alone, then that's going to take a lot of the corruption out of it. There's not going to be as much incentive to, you know, to do horrible things, you know, because if you get a fine for doing something wrong, but you make $1 trillion a year, and the fine is only a million or $1 billion, no big deal. But now if you only make 200,000, or let's say you make $2 million a year, and the fine is $2 million, then that's a big deal, right? So if we can just get money out of the fossil fuel industry, then the repercussions from that, I think, actually are could be more than what a lot of people think. It's not just like making them go bankrupt or making them disappear completely, but once we get them kind of in check, we get them back to where they could be, and we give more, you know, renewable energy, more independent energy to people, like rooftop solar, power walls in your home. We give people that power, then I think that still becomes something that can change a lot of our economy and a lot of people's lives. Would you let your Cybertruck become a robotaxi when you get it? Yeah, definitely, because to me it's financials, and if I can't afford the Cybertruck, then yeah, I'm gonna have to robo it out, you know? I have to robo it out. And if I gotta robo it out, then that's just something we gotta do, I guess, to make some extra money. And I don't see why not. Especially in the beginning, you know, because I think people are gonna be so, like, you know, enthused about it. And maybe also, especially if it was only Tesla to Tesla people. Like if it was only like something like that in the beginning, you know, or like small rollout, or I don't know. I think I would do it either way financially. It depends, I guess. It depends on my financials. Heck, if Tesla skyrockets and, you know, 2 to 4x my portfolio, then maybe I won't be in that financial bind anymore and won't care. But I've always been that kind of person. I've always been that, you know, I never had like a lot of crazy income, so I've always kind of held a very strong financial security for myself. But definitely I'd robo that out for sure. Especially thinking about all the other full self-driving benefits from it, is that my favorite one is I'm going to take this truck camping. And when we go camping in the Cybertruck, I'm going to... one thing that people do here in Texas is we float down the river. And I don't know where you guys are from, Flash. Where are you from, Flash? And we float down the river. And you need kind of 2 vehicles, right? Yeah. You needed 2 vehicles, and you need at least 2 people, right? Because you take one vehicle and you park it up river. No. You take one vehicle, you park it downstream, and then you get everybody else in the other truck, and you'd have to put people in the back of the truck. And in the cab, right? You have to load it up because you have 2 trucks worth of people now in one truck. And then that truck drives up river, and then you get dropped off in the river, and then you float down the river, and then you go to your other truck that's downriver, and then you get in that truck, and then you drive back upstream, and then everybody gets, you know, unloads. But with the Cybertruck and full self-driving, you could float the river in just the one Cybertruck. Because you would drive up. You would just drive up to the river, float down the river, and the Cybertruck would just autonomously drive down to the downstream, and then it would park and at the designated parking area, and then you would just get out, get back into the Cybertruck, and it would take off. It'd be game changer. And then there's also the funniness of Cybertruck. If you didn't pay your bill and they had to come repo it, it would just drive itself back to the factory. And repo people are going to be gone, obsolete. That's what full self-driving is going to do. Do you think Elon should allow the Cybertruck to do? Of course, another game changer. Maybe that's the thing he's working on. I mean, I don't see how much he needs to work on that, but V2G. Because if the Cybertruck, and I've already said this, one of the things that I'm kind of like on the edge with is solar plus 2 power walls. If I get solar on my house right now, it'd be super cheap and it'd be easy to afford, and it would drop the energy bill and also be very easy to afford. But when you add the 2 power walls and you go off grid, that's when the cost kind of goes up a little bit, and then it makes it just a little bit more expensive than my current monthly bill. So if the Cybertruck could easily be that power wall, and again, you could just use it when you needed it. I could just get solar on the house, and then if we could have everything hooked up with just the solar, and then whenever I needed it, plug the Cybertruck in, that would be a game changer too, because then it would save batteries all the way around for like who people needed it at that time. It would be great. I think V2G is crazy, but I'm not counting on it. I don't think it's going to have it. Just like on the other Teslas, he doesn't offer V2G on any other Tesla. You're in Jamaica. That's cool. Actually waiting for Tesla to come to my country. Yeah, well, I hope it does, man. I hope it does. Yeah, definitely places like that. Islands, just like they did in Australia. Places where the energy grid is kind of more, maybe like, sustained? Not really sustained, but kind of, geographically kind of held to that one area where they could come in and easily do one power pack and just change everything. So yeah, totally. Well, kind of a flat day today. I think that's actually a pretty good sign. That's a pretty good sign, actually. All right. right, let's check this out. Let's see here. Let me make sure I get some replay value here. This is the Audi commercial.
Ideas are beautiful. At first, they are inside you, electrify you, grow from our imagination.
That car is sick.
But ultimately, they want to be set free. Out
You got a businessman right there.
into the world.
Oh, yeah.
Disrupt it. Improve it.
Yeah, I just made $5 million in Tesla stock. I'm gonna go buy an e-tron GT.
And even more. Incredible. Ideas start the future. Just like
Just sold my oil company. I'm gonna go buy me an Audi.
fully electric Audi RS e-tron GT.
And that car is built on the same platform, I believe, as the Porsche Taycan. So that is going to be a fast car. That's pretty sweet. I thought there was one other one. Maybe not. Yeah, Tesla climbing. Oh yeah. Yeah, come on back. E-Hang, 15% up. Sundial going down. Buy some Sundial real quick. All right. Neo's still down right now at a good buy price. If anybody's interested in Neo, I think right now is a good time. 39 bucks. I'm the under right now. My average is 43. So if you buy right now, you're doing better than I am. I tell you that. So, and not all my decisions are great. You know, I'm just a dude. Don't take my advice. I'm not but I think it's a good time to buy. I mean, maybe not exactly right now at this moment. You probably should have bought yesterday, the day before, it looks like. But it's still down quite a bit. It recently has popped up. It's at a high, 52-week high of 66. You know, and if you don't know about Neo, they do battery swapping. It's funny. It's like I know, I know so much about all these companies, and I forget that sometimes other people don't. But this is pretty amazing technology. And Tesla had originally went this route. Tesla did do this.
America's
Can't do that. And Tesla kind of stopped doing it.
Even consider an EV until the charging infrastructure had been sorted out in the UK. I told him we're very lucky in China. I said that we have a product on the market today which can go from 0 to 100% battery in 3 minutes. And this is not some niche product which only a few people can use. This is something which has been done over 500,000 times. This is available today on the market. And this is the Neo ES8. This is fully charged. And this is battery swapping. So, Neo. You may have heard of this car company quite a lot in the media as their stock price is going up and down, up and down. This is the main reason that they've been in the press a lot recently, but they've achieved much more than that in the few years they've actually been around. So these guys have sold now over 50,000 EVs. They've completed 650,000 battery swaps. And all of the cars have done a combined mileage of 800 million miles. So this is a solid product in the market here. And as you can see, this is the new ES8 model. Now, they also have an ES6 model, which is slightly smaller, and they also have a new car coming out, which we
I actually haven't seen this.
range.
Didn't see this episode.
Now, that's pretty impressive considering that this weighs almost 2,500 kilograms. I think 2,450 kilograms. So it's quite a big lump to carry along the road. So considering that, this...
Here we go. Let's get to the swap station. Flash also says, do you think that Apple will actually make an EV? I think so. I think Apple probably will make an EV. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be like a consumer-based one. Could be more of where they only make them for robotaxis. Not sure. Not sure. But there's the swap station right there. There's a guy. There's a guy that does it.
As you can see, the battery swap is taking place. So the car has just been moved into place on the rollers.
There's like a worker that works there.
Lifted up. Now, the battery tray has gone underneath.
Seems like it would be in a fully autonomous thing.
Out the screws in the battery pack right now. It's all laser guided.
Crazy.
It will pull out the tray underneath. This was literally so easy. All I had to do on the app was say, I want
Oh, Flash. Do I know of any good websites that you could use to invest in companies that are in the US? Since some websites I can't use.
He drives the car.
Flash, I don't actually. I've heard that before. I know a lot of people use like Webull or what is it? Stake in Australia. Check out Stake. Yeah, I do not, buddy. Trying to help you out here with my Google skills. Try Webull. Try American AVA Trade xm.com, and I'm not suggesting these. I just think maybe these will work. Looks like the two most well, let's see. Try AVA. BD Swiss?
Isn't the only service that Neo can provide to customers as well.
Not 100% sure on that one. Great question.
Behind me is a fully electric van, so it's driven by electric. It's got the green number plate for Shanghai. But say I go to an island just off Shanghai, or I go somewhere quite remote just outside Shanghai. There's no charging, there's no battery swaps. I'm a bit scuppered, but what I can do is I can use the app on my phone. I can get NeoPower to come out, and in the
that's pretty cool.
Is a full-on charger. So they will drive out to me within 2 hours, they say, and they can plug into my car and charge it up, so I can get to the nearest charging station. Now that takes the service to a completely another level. I've seen a lot of these buzzing around Shanghai, and good job is they're all electric. So this is a fully electric enterprise, and they really are thinking about the future.
Pretty cool.
So flush with cash, Neo have gone completely mad.
Disappeared.
They have these vans, they have the battery swap.
All right. Going back up. All right, this is looking great. Ooh, I think I actually shared a fraction of my Shutterstock yesterday. Thought it was going to go down. I think it was right there. It's going down. Looks like it was a bad move. But I only sold a fraction, so I still have a share. And you do get a dividend if you buy Shutterstock shares. They do pay out a dividend, I believe. If they're still paying out dividend. Yep. I got 50 cents. Yeah, I've been selling a bunch of them. Look at that. I sold a couple at 93. Where's it at right now? Oh, well, we don't see. Oh, it reinvested it automatically. Crazy. When I go in, this is what Shutterstock looks like. Let's see, let me put over here first, just in case. Make sure there's no personal info on here. All right, I think so. I'm good. Oh well. This is my Shutterstock profile. That's how much I've made so far this month, starting from the 1st. These are the recent downloads. Ooh, look, I sold a picture of a doggy. Oh, look at that dog. I need to go. I'm gonna have to start hanging out at the dog park more. Yeah, this is a, is it a Labradoodle? Yeah, I think it's a Labradoodle. This is my Palmsky. That's Coda as a baby. That's baby Coda. And some Longhorns. These are right next to the Austin airport. So if you're ever flying in or out of Austin, go check these out. They're directly across the highway when you leave the airport, right next to the, what's it called? It's like a van taxi service thing. Car park thing. This is probably one of my top paid photos of all time. I have to say probably one of my most successful photos I've ever taken. On both Getty Images and Shutterstock and all that, it's made me a ton. And it's just used endlessly for real estate and all sorts of different things. This is the stuff that I'm waiting for the Cybertruck for right here. Look at that powder. Look at that snow on these trees. Look at that. That was a great snow day, and the sun was out. It was actually kind of warm that day. Oh, it was so nice. These are some flooding photos. Check this one out. This is a water rescue photo. If you look closely, there's a boat, and they're doing water rescues. I think this one just constantly sells too, right there. Bunch of houses underwater. I was flying the drone to document the it was like a crazy historic flood that happened here in Austin. Oh look, this is a photo of a power wall that I sell. This is in my neighborhood near my buddy's house. He's got 2 power walls. And so, to me, this is kind of like the stock market. It's a play on the same way the stock market works. Is that it's just small amounts of money over time. It's kind of like getting dividends, and then some of that I'll reinvest back into the stock market. But I need to keep up with this too. Pretty cool. They tell you where in the world now people are buying your photos. So the Powerwall, the picture of Powerwall was actually sold in another country. It was sold in the Philippines. So maybe that's another place that's like needing more battery storage, or they're getting it. Queensland City. Watch, sometimes you can get lucky and you can find my photos. Queensland City has a Powerwall. Maybe not. Yeah, a lot of times you use these pictures in articles, and you can find them. Nope. All right. So how you doing today? Soyo. How you doing, Soyo? I'll speak it up. Yeah, I was kind of looking off to the side there, buddy. I was just hanging out. Cute pups, Flash says. I know I should take photos of the Starlink launches. We were just talking about that. We're trying to plan a trip down to South Padre to take the kiddo to the beach and go watch a launch, and I really want to do that. It's on my radar. It's on my spaceship radar, and yeah, I want to do that bad. Yeah, for real. It's something I've been kind of neglecting myself on, so soon, I really hope we get to do that. Yeah, look at that skyrocket. Perfect. That's funny. I actually sold. Look, I did a perfect trade. Look at that. Well, for now, I mean, it was good for me for now. Not much, but so I've been selling some. $12, $11.60, $12.50, $11.60, $11.60, and $12.50. Yeah, and now it's Going back down. Wow, GameStop up 21%. Wow, up to 236. Whoa, their chart is crazy. That chart is not normal. I have yet to even look into the whole GameStop thing, to be totally honest. And that is just crazy. It was hovering around 10, 12, 13, 20. And then out of nowhere, got up to 40. And then boom, 350? That's crazy. Down to 46. And now it's back up to 236. That's crazy. Dude, there is definitely money to be made. Oh, am I going to order Starlink? You know, I haven't thought about that yet. Yes, I would love to order Starlink. Do you just go to their website and sign up, Flash? Whoops. Don't go to that. Look, guys. So I just went and tried to order it. Thank you for your interest in ordering Starlink. Starlink is not yet available in your area, but as we launch more satellites, we continue to expand our coverage area. Please check back in the future availability in your area. To keep track of future Starlink launches and other SpaceX news, sign up for updates on SpaceX.com. You want to wake up in the morning and think the future is going to be great? And that's what being a spacefaring civilization is about. It's about believing in the future and thinking that the future will be better than the past. And I can't think of anything more exciting than going out there and being among the stars. Elon Musk. Pretty sweet. Man, knew I should have bought more stock while it was down. Well, hasn't come back that much. It's still it's still down a lot. But I am going to go ahead and buy another small fraction right now. There you go. All right. Would I get my Cybertruck wrapped? Yeah, maybe. We talked about that the other day a little bit, and same thing. It's financials. You know, the burning technique or the heat treatment of the metal to me seems really cool. I do like the wrapping idea though, because the wrapping seems to be like a protective layer as well, and I like that. So yeah. Yeah, I need to take a break real quick. Let me see if I'm gonna just leave you here with some music, and I'm gonna be right back. And instead of turning it off and coming back, and then yeah, if anyone can maybe throw me a share, a thumbs up, any of that kind of good stuff, and I'll be right back. And I'll leave you with something here in a second before I go. I know what I got for you. Where are you? Where are you? Come on. All right, here we go. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I definitely want to get my Cybertruck wrapped. That'd be pretty sweet. It's just crazy, man. All right. So now I'm back where I was December the 30th. Wow, look at that, Annalie. Was going down and just boop, came right back up. Everything's green today. Whew, yeah, my charge point came back. So I was getting really scared about. Should have bought more down there. Actually, even at the price right now, I should probably still average down because I'm up at 35. It's hurting. It's hurting right now. I think I'm gonna do that. Even though right now is probably not the best time, I'll just buy. I just bought a half of a share. Just in case, because it's possible we could have another down day. And then all these come back down just a little, so we'll see. Oh, that's what I need. I need more coffee. Let's just rock and roll it. All right, I'll be right back one more time. All right, you're back. Real quick. hope we do Tesla Shuffle for a while now, because this is perfect now. Honestly, if it'll hover around here for a while, and then skyrocket whenever we get the next catalyst news on this. So hopefully that's what we see in the future here. Anybody out there have any moves or making any moves, making any trades? Anybody out there selling Tesla? Anybody sold Tesla in the past few weeks? That's what I want to know about. I want to know about what other people have been trading. Trying to do some multitasking right here, so I'll be right back. I think I might be killing the live stream bandwidth. Yeah, totally. I think my bandwidth is dying right now. rising a little bit again. And don't forget, I mean, Elon Musk just tweeted about the full self-driving now becoming monthly. That's going to be huge revenue increase, I think. I think we're going to have just a huge demand. And, you know, even that, a lot of people that didn't get full self-driving now are going to be start talking about it, and I think might start having more people get full self-driving. And so what's happened is that Elon Musk tweeted recently about the full self-driving rollout coming as a download and a beta to all Teslas. So you're gonna just wake up one day and be able to download the new beta full self-driving testing. So it says, what does the full self-driving button do? Does it put you in the queue to get full self-driving beta or download it immediately for anyone who has full self-driving and wants to try it? Elon Musk replied, assuming you're approved, assuming user approves warnings and agrees to drive carefully, it will download the latest QA tested full self-driving beta version as soon as the car connects to Wi-Fi. Pretty cool. And you know, the problem with right now, waiting too long, if you haven't bought Tesla yet, this happens a lot. If you wait too long, even though you might be buying on an up, if it just keeps going up, then you're going to lose out. And you won't be able to buy this low anymore. So I'm going to transfer in some extra cash just to make sure I have it on hand. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? So we have another possibility of down tomorrow. $10 a.m. it's up though. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Yes. Been waiting for some ChargePoint news. Polestar and ChargePoint introduce seamless charging in new partnership. Yes. And you can see those charge stations in the background right there. Those are the DC fast chargers, the new DC fast chargers I was talking about that have both CHAdeMO and CCS, and they have all their, it's not perfectly seamless where you just plug it in and go, but you get your phone out and you just tap it onto the screen, automatically approves to your ChargePoint account. It's so easy. And I also have a little card on my keys, but if I lose the keys, then I can use the phone. So it's even dual backup on that. Oh yeah, dude, I love this. This is great. ChargePoint and Polestar have announced a new charging partnership to enable a seamless ownership experience for drivers of electric vehicles with the debut with the revolutionary seamless in-car charging app. Huh. Oh, it's in the Polestar. That's pretty dope. I'm telling you, dude, ChargePoint. Get on ChargePoint right now. Ryan M, if you're watching, buy some more, man. I'm down too, dude. Wow, that's pretty cool. It even gives you the estimated price, $2.25 for 15 minutes. That's pretty sweet. I'm going to reply. Thanks, ChargePoint. Even though I might not get the Polestar, this is amazing. I use ChargePoint all the time, and it's the only chargers, it's the only public chargers I ever use. Thanks again. Buying more of your stock. And on that note, I'm going to go buy another share of ChargePoint. $27.66. Which is back right before I started buying it. Some people were buying it at 15, 16 bucks, and then it just skyrocketed to about 40 within a day or two. And then it kept going up and down, up to about 50. Let me know if you bought or sold any Tesla today or this week, or if you're feeling the pain. Because I know a lot of people are feeling the pain, which is why I try to go long term in innovative industries. This is CRISPR. I got a little bit of CRISPR, not much at all, but I got a little bit. Look at the chart, it's going up over time. All right. And CRISPR, it's a crazy company. Gene editing, right? Thinking about those, long-term plans. Oh, Ideanomics, flatlining. Let me get some more of that. Actually, Nano Dimensions. Bought a share of Nano Dimensions. We'll go to that here in a second because I want to get some of that Ideanomics real quick. Alright, here we go. dimensions. My average cost on that's $9.45. So even in this, I'm still buying under my previous costs. Because look at it, it was just going up and up and up and up and up and up and up. Got up to 16. So right now we're back to where I was buying, where I was getting really excited about buying it at. And was like, man, I wish I would have bought it back then when it was only $1. Wow. Nano Dimensions engages in the provisions of intelligent machines for the fabrication of additively manufactured electronics. Its products and services include Dragonfly Pro systems, conductive and insulating inks for printed electronics, and optimized multi-material design of complex electronics. Its headquarters is in Israel. Nano Dimensions. Pretty interesting. Pretty. Alright, boys and girls, we look like we're having a good green day. Steel Dynamics. This is the company that's going to be making the steel for the Cybertruck and for Starship. So when you invest, I'm going to buy I'm going to buy a share of this right now. When you invest in this company, Steel Dynamics as well, you're investing not just in a Texas company and in Texas workers, but you're investing in the future, you're investing in space, and you're investing in the Cybertruck as well. Bitcoins are down. Wow, that's a crazy chart too. Throw a little bit more at Bitcoin too today, I think. Wow. All right. I think I need to hop out of here pretty soon. All right, boys and girls. I hope everyone has a great day out there. Keep trading. I hope the market stays up because, yeah, that's looking pretty good for now. And, well, we'll see what Tesla goes. So anyways, I hope everyone has a great day. Again, peace out, and we'll see you next time. I hope to try to I hope to try to do this every morning as stock market opens and see where it goes for the day, and maybe do a little bit more video editing and photo editing soon. I think tomorrow maybe I'll do a little bit more photo editing as well. But yeah, today was a great day. I was getting pretty scared, but now I feel a lot more confident. Probably be buying a little bit more maybe tomorrow morning. See how it goes. But again, thanks again. Peace out. Oh, wait. Forgot. Here we go. There you go. Everyone have a good day. Peace out. Thanks again.